David. Good morning, David Paul here. What's going on now? Well, I had a chat with the guys. They had to fix the chainsaw, so they were due to start 8 o'clock this morning, but it's 11 now, and they were already here. So I didn't know that they were having a meal. What they've done is they marked up the wood, and you can get a clear shot of the size of the tree and all the beams. Now I've walked up close to it. It's very difficult in a forest to get a scale on things. If I took that log home and took it into my living room, you'd think, oh my God, this is the size of the universe, you know? And you take these things outside. I can take a 40-foot or a 70-foot boat and put it in a natural environment and make it look small, which is what they do on the Grand Union Canal. I mean, boats don't look so big. You can imagine if you had that thing in your garden, you know? So my perceptions are all to hell. These guys work all the time doing this crap, you know, so they have an idea of scale. Now, I wanted to star cut this thing, and what I've decided now is to hell with it. I'm just going to say, you guys, you just sort it out. They know that they are cutting this thing into 3-inch boards, and that's all they need to know. So they're going to get started on that. Now, basically, they start just seesawing back and forward to cut. I'm quite amazed at how fast this is. It's going through like soft butter. My little electric chainsaw would have taken days to do this. I don't know why I'm standing so far back. It's noisy. Okay, I'm going to talk a bit about what's coming next while he's doing that. I'm right in the middle of Scotland. Not in the middle because it goes way back that way, but I'm at the middle of the front part of Scotland, which is the piece when the land was divided between us all. I chose this and everybody said, "Yeah, man, you're crazy. What do you want that for? It's full of stones," which it is, it's full of stones. And it's up on the hill there and it's lousy cultivation land, you know, you're not going to grow anything there. Well, the cultivation's not doing too bad actually, of things which I have not planted. But the reason I chose it is, well, as I was saying, if you go there right at the very peak of Scotland, looking that way you've got the sea, and looking the other way you've got Mount Apo. So my initial plan was to follow the ridgeline all the way down here and put sort of tree house things down there, all over this land, like little tree houses which would pop up and enjoy the views without actually having to chop down the trees. So you'd have the beauty of looking out on the trees without having to put up with the massive humidity at ground level. So it's a practice in the tropics amongst native people to have high up houses where they catch the breeze and keep them cool. So that was the plan with that, and it still is. Now I have the land on Samal, and I got to prefabricate the house from this wood here, prefabricate at the very least the structure. So I was in a text conversation with my ex-wife about this, and I said I'm going to do the prefabrication. Well, you see, one of the things is that if you prefabricate, it's best to not just make the components, but actually assemble them so that you know that they fit together. And then when you take it apart again, you know it's going to go back together. So I thought, I know what, why don't I just put the house here on Scotland, where I was going to build the first of the original houses, do the prefabrication here, and as soon as I have some accommodation that I'm capable of living in, I'll live in it. So that's the idea. So I thought, that's good. I can just put it up and then we take it down, take it to Samal. And then the penny dropped and I thought, you know, this is going to take so long. Build the thing here and it's done. And then when I come back on my next trip, then I can take it to Samal. Because if I take it to Samal now, there will be problems with security because nobody's living in it. Whereas here, I don't have that problem because I got my sister-in-law living over there. And I won't be putting things in the house other than a bed. I'll use my laptop and mobile as a TV and entertainment and a few books. So all of that's not a problem. The main problem will be keeping cool. So I've got to figure out some kind of, I've either got to make a really good house that doesn't get hot, or start using solar power for aircon, which is quite a lot of solar power, but I have a plan for that. So basically by possibly manufacturing ice all day long, ice, and then use that to cool the sleeping quarters. So that's the plan. What I really must not do is allow this project to lose momentum. Trying to do something like this myself is like hell on earth. Man, do I appreciate these guys, I tell you. It's looking good. If you look at the way it's holding that, it's going at 45 degrees. So basically you've got as much forward cutting as you have downward. Now this is going to pop soon. He's going to have to get up. Bare feet in the chainsaw. What could be better? But Doug, a tuwid. Diretso. Actually, tamang lahat.
Ang haba no, ang haba.
Oh. He's running out of gasoline there, so he's fueling up. It is one ballsy guy, I tell you. So what he's done, what I just said to him there is, it's flat and it's straight. And dear Lord, it is flat and straight. You can see that they're pulling apart like a pair of tweezers, but that's not his fault. That's the inbuilt stress of the wood. So when we cut a bit more, that'll be taken out and it'll be flat. And this is so good. He's done such a good job. I was expecting it to be, as we say, rough as a badger's arse, but it's not. So basically, where I stand with this is, all I got to do is plane it smooth, if I even bother. Now this is going to pop all in one go very soon. So he's off the log. He knows when it's going to pop, so he's like out the way, because you don't want it to pop and then have a chainsaw flying around. The chainsaw wants to go away from him, so that's kind of a good feature. So if you ever lost control of it, what happens is it will just it'll die. It's got a kill handle, so get ready for the pop. It's going to open like a book. Thomas? Well, what they've done is they've braced it with some wooden chocks, so it's popped. It is definitely split. Tapos means finished. So that first cut is finished, and it didn't open like a book because it's got the blocks in there. But I would think that they'll take a hammer to that, knock it apart, and that'll clear them. I think he might be going to transfer to the small log, which is in the way and preventing this one from opening. I don't know. What are you going to do? Yeah, it seems to be taking a little snap. So I'm going to leave it there for now, and we'll come back to this later. Makita kayo mamaya. Atilago. See you later. Jesus be with you.